If you find subjunctive difficult, I'm sorry, but that's a skill issue. Salut my little baguettes, welcome to l'Académie Équilibre, and today we're doing subjunctive. Yeah, I know it sounds complicated, but by the end of the video, it's literally going to be on your fingertips. So let's begin then. Alright, so first things first, what even is subjunctive? Why do we have it? Why are we using it? So it is not a tense, okay? As in we're not talking about the past or the future events, right? Then why do we have subjunctive? It is a mood. Mood as in, it is something that we use to express our opinion. Opinion as in, it can be a doubt or maybe a desire, like how we say, I hope that, I wish that, or even a judgment, or a possibility, or your emotions, right? As in, I feel that, or maybe even a necessity, what you think is necessary, as in, I believe it is important that, whatever it is. For all of this, we use what we call your subjunctive in English. And in French, when you want to express your opinion in terms of any of this, we have a special formation, okay? And we use subjunctive for that. Now, what is the formation, as in how do we conjugate it? So here you have la formation. This is a little similar to your imperative, right? L'impératif that we did, which is used to express, requests, commands, orders and stuff, right? So that is also a mood. So how do we conjugate it? First of all, is to conjugate the verb with il, elle, pluriel, as in with they, in the present tense. Okay, a really important detail here. So you can take any verb and just conjugate it with il, elle, what we also call your third person plural. And then the second step is to remove the ent, right? Whenever we conjugate a verb with il, elle in the present tense, it will always end with ent, right? So our next step is to cut that ent, and then your last step is to add your subjunctive endings. So subjunctive, it has its own special endings that we need to memorize. Okay, again, pretty easy, right? If you just focus here. So we have our subjects here. So with je, you will add e at the end. With tu, you will add es. With illel, e again. With nu, it is ions. With vu, it is iez. And finally, with illel, it is ent, which is very easy because then you don't really have to do anything. So now we'll take an example. How do we actually put these steps into practice? So for example, I have my verb parler, as in to speak. So first step, I'll take the verb and I'll conjugate it with il, elle, pluriel. I get parle. Okay, that's my first step. Then my second step is to remove this ent at the end. What am I left with? P-A-R-L, that's it. Now I'll conjugate it with all my subjects. So with je, it becomes je parle, tu parles, il parle, nous parlions, vous parliez, and il parle. Now you might say that this part looks very similar to normal conjugation of parler in the present tense. Right, that is true. Sometimes that might happen that your conjugation does not change. But like if you look here with nu and vu, it does change. So it depends on the verb. Right, so if I take another verb now, for example, finir, as in to finish. Then what do I get? First I conjugate it with illel and I get finis. Now you'll find the actual difference. So I take this ent, I cut it off, I'm left with finis. And now to this, I will be adding my subjunctive endings. So now you'll see how dramatically your conjugation changes, right? So we took an er verb, an ir verb example. Now I'll just quickly see an re verb, as in prendre, to take. Same three steps. First, conjugate it with illel pluriel, cut off the ent. This is what I'm left with. Add subjunctive endings. This is what I get as my answer. You can cross-check the table to see how I got it. Okay. Another small but really important detail is that here you would see, even though my stem has double N, right? Still with nu and vu, I'm using single N. Okay. So prendre is kind of an exception, right? Partial exception. That is with nu and vu, we leave it as single N. We do not put double N. Fine. So make sure you note it down. Talking about exceptions, obviously French loves exceptions. So we have a few of them in subjunctive too. Again, these are extremely important, okay? So make sure you pause the video, you note it down, right? You have it written it down somewhere so that you can memorize it. Right, so in subjunctive, we have a total of 8 exceptions. I know it sounds like a lot, but if you know imperative, right, as an imperative, then it's going to be very easy for you because a few of the verbs have the exact same conjugation. So the first verb that we have is être, right? And if you remember in imperative, we conjugated it like soit, right? Soit, soyons, and soyez. So we're going to be following the same conjugation for the rest of the subjects too. So with je, it's also soit. With il, it is soit, S-O-I-T. And with il pluriel, it is soit, S-O-I-E-N-T. Right? Avoir too follows the same conjugation. Like we used to do I, ayons, and ayez. So here it becomes I. Here we're going to add an S, right? Because it is tu. And here it is A-I-T. And then A-I-E-N-T. You will see they follow the same pattern. Okay, so again pretty easy to memorize. Then another verb that has a similar conjugation to imperative is savoir, to know. That is, you'll know it was sache, sachant and sachet, right? Again, just add an S over here. Make this sache, again sache and sache with an ENT. Then vouloir also follows the same pattern as in to want, vouloir, to want. So this becomes vouer, vouer with an S, again vouer. Then from here, very important, the conjugation is completely different. As in, with nous and vous, it becomes voulions and vouliez. Like how we add normal subjunctive endings. And then again, with il, it becomes vouer. Okay, so this is pretty easy. Again, easy. For vouloir, make sure you pay a little more attention because there might be some silly mistakes here. Then coming on to our fifth verb, it is faire, to do. So it is je fasse, tu fasses, il elle fasse, vous fassiez, and finally il elle fasse. Then we have your verb pouvoir, to be able to. Again, easy conjugation, je puisse, tu puisses, and again the same subjunctive endings. So we have the same pattern, right? Then you have aller, to go. So it becomes I, and again literally the same pattern. Again, you might miss this detail, but really important. You will see with nous and vous, the conjugation is pretty different. Here, after A, it is AI, but here it is AL and AL again, right? So make a note of this. Then last one is valoir, that is to be worth. Again, follows more or less the same conjugation as vouloir. So this is what we have. I'm telling you this again, pay attention to the nous vous conjugations, okay? They might vary, alright? So you need to pay a little bit of attention there. You need to make a note of it. You need to remember it separately, fine? So these are pretty easy. Faire is easy. Pouvoir is easy. Just with aller and valoir, remember this part, alright? Now the next question is, how do I know I'm supposed to use subjunctive in a sentence? I've already told you why do we use subjunctive. It is to express opinions, right? As in a desire, a preference, what you wish, what you hope, what you think is essential, important, right? What is that? All of that together summed up, your feelings, your advice, whatever it is an opinion, right? What you believe. So generally, how do we say that in English? We use this structure, this sentence format called I think that. What is the repeated word? It is that. And we have the same format in French, as in that is que. So it is generally used before expressing a doubt, desire, surprise, whatever it is. Together, this is your subjunctive. As in, what will be my sentence format? Generally, how will we write it? Subject, then your verb, then que. Then what do you think? What is your opinion? right? After that, you're going to put whatever your opinion is. And this will be your second verb, and this will be conjugated in subjunctive. So you'll notice we have two subjects. In most cases, you will have two subjects in a subjunctive sentence. So the most important indication is the word que will be there before you conjugate your verb in subjunctive. And second thing is two subject pronouns will be there. And each subject has its verb, right? Subject then verb, subject then verb. So this verb will be conjugated normally in the present tense according to the subject normally, right? Very simple. And this verb, we're conjugating it in subjunctive according to your this subject, right? We'll take an example, we'll simplify it even more. So for example, I want to say, I want that you come with us, right? So I want, je veux que tu avec nous. And I want to say come as in venir. Now here, when I say I want that, right? What is that? That is my opinion. What I want is my desire, right? And what is it that I want? I want that you come with me. And after que, you put your subjunctive. Alright, that means I'm going to conjugate venir in subjunctive. How do I do that? First of all, I'll conjugate venir normally as in vienne with ill. Then I'll remove my ent. I'm left with vienne. And then here I'm conjugating it with tu. Right? So I will add my subjunctive ending according to tu, which is es. So I get je veux que tu viennes avec nous. That's it. Pretty easy. So what do I get? My format will be subject and expression, right? It can be any expression that is talking about my opinion, my feelings, my judgment, whatever it is. Like, I would like that, right? I hope that, I prefer that, I suggest that, right? It is necessary that. All of those are expressions that are telling you that this is my opinion. And you conjugate it normally in the present tense, then que will be there. As in, what is the action that you really want, right? Then I put my second action, like here it was venir. So here, after que, you will have whatever subject it is, and then you will have your second verb, which you're supposed to conjugate. It is your job to do that in subjunctive. And we already learned how do we do it. Right? Now, what are some of the common expressions? I already told you that. Préfère que. Whatever it is that you prefer. Désire que. Whatever it is that you desire. Then suggère que. Again, whatever it is that is being suggested, right? And rest of it goes the same way. So these are some of your expressions that you're going to find very frequently in your questions. Again, you can pause it and note it down. Alright, so that you can just look and tell that this is going to be subjunctive. Okay, now these are your personal opinions, what you prefer, what you suggest, what you hope, right? Then there are some things that you think are a necessity, right? Then we use expressions like it is necessary that, it is essential that, right? So there you'll use il faut que. Again, this is very commonly recurring, but here it will only use il where it means it. As in, again, we're still talking about subjunctive. Now we'll just quickly revise this through an exercise. The question that I've taken is from previous year's board papers, so you can find it on the CBSE website too. Alright, now coming on to the first part, il faut que nous dash oublier les mauvaises expériences. So here you'll see il faut is your expression, as in it is necessary that, as in it is our opinion, as in what we find necessary, right? As in oublier. So I'm going to conjugate oublier with nous in subjunctive. So my first step is to conjugate oublier with il in present tense. Now I'll cut off the ent. Alright, this is what I'm left with, and I'm going to add my subjunctive endings to it. What is my subjunctive ending? Here I'm going to take it with nous. So I get nous oublions. Now be careful here. Yes, there are two I's here. It looks illegal, but it's completely correct. Okay. So oublier is one of those verbs where when you conjugate it with nous and vous in subjunctive, you get double I. Other verbs include rire, to laugh, étudier, to study, and crier, to cry. And of course, oublier, to forget. Then second one, maman veut que. Here also veut que as in she wants that, as in it's the mother's opinion, as in what she wants, what she desires. Alright. And what is it that she wants? Faire. Alright. So we're going to conjugate faire in subjunctive. With nous. And since we know faire is an exception. Right. So with nous, if you remember the list, it is nous faisons. Right. As in, mom wants that we do our homework well. Then same way, ma mère est fâchée que. Right? Est fâchée as in is mad. Again, being mad, being angry is an emotion. Right? Something that you personally feel. Again, that makes it subjunctive. So here, aller, again an exception, and it is conjugated as j'aille. Talk about je. Okay, another thing that makes it very clear it is subjunctive is that there will always be que before your subject. Okay, all of this is just to help you understand better what exactly we're doing and why we are using subjunctive. Okay, then fourth one, same, exige que, as in the professors, they're demanding something, right? And what is it that they're demanding? That we are calm during the exam. Tranquille pendant l'examen, right? Again, être is also an exception. So with nous, it becomes nous soyons, very easy. Then fifth one, il est nécessaire que. Again, what you believe is necessary, right? And what is necessary? To accomplish this task. So accomplir, we're going to conjugate it with il. So I get accomplice. Then we're going to cut the ent and we're going to add a subjunctive ending for nous. So what do I get as my answer? Nous accomplissions. Okay, as in IONS. Then sixth one, nous sommes heureux. Heureux, again, happy, as in an emotion, a feeling, right? And what are we happy for? That you have good marks. Avoir, also an exception. So it becomes vous ayez. Pretty simple, right? Last one, souhaite que. Again, wish that. In écrire, we're going to conjugate it with il. I get il écrive. Then just cut the ent like always. And la secrétaire, this is important. The secretary as in she. Right? It is feminine, singulier, third person. It becomes elle. Right? And I get elle écrive. And that's it. That's how you're going to do subjunctive. For questions like this, you don't really have to identify the first part as in the feelings or the emotions or the opinions, right? It is obvious that we're going to use subjunctive. Alright, the reason I told you the whole thing was to make you understand why we're doing what we're doing. Alright, another thing, the conjugations are pretty easy for subjunctive, right? 3 simple steps, make sure you remember them and just memorize the exceptions list. Okay, there aren't many exceptions, just 8 of them. So you can take a screenshot of this, you can try doing it on your own, or you can even do similar PYQs. So I hope the whole thing was clear to you, you understood the video and your fear of subjunctive is finally over. But if you've still got any doubts, feel free to comment down below. Thank you.